It's the time to get down.
It's a little heavier than it seems like it would be, but once you adjust your expectations, it feels good. It doesn't seem to fatigue. Because the one thing I have been able to do for the last 2 hours is hold it while it sinks, and I didn't get tired of holding it. It holds up real well. Okay, I'm putting in. This is Instapaper, and I gotta put in my
Oh, yeah, password. Wait, actually, let me capture that just in case. Yeah.
Well, you get the point.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob. That was my friend's Bob.
That's wrong.
I had Bob, Biff, and Scooter. And these are my buds. You know, we're all geeks together. But you know what, you guys? I'm going to get one. They're four. Now they have three different models, but depending upon what you spend, you can take it way up. I think it's $4.99, $5.99, $6.99. And that's for the bare bones package. And like everything that Apple's does, of course, it will not come with any instructions. Have you guys, I don't know if you guys, I've been teasing everybody because Danny's constantly telling me, you got to put more instructions. I say, but I just bought the iPad.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you didn't say that?
No.
I was just using your practice of misquoting.
Yes, exactly. No, I don't really care because a lot of people don't read the instructions anyway. So, I mean, I personally do. I like to. But for the most part, I think the wave is going with it, trying to save trees and being eco-friendly and what have you. And I'm with that too. You just kind of go with it and work with it and
save trees and ruin retinas. Now for it too. But you know what, you guys? Here's the thing, and I don't know if you guys. This is one of my big issues, and I wanted to poll the chat room. I really haven't gotten into reading off the computer screen. I don't like to sit and read off the computer screen for hours. I just don't. I don't know, but I was going to poll and get a poll. We're supposed to be able to add these polls.
But I like the tutorials that they come. They have like
I do
live
too.
tutorials.
I do too.
Cool.
But that's a TV show. What I'm saying is, people are going to use the iPad. It's actually considered a competition, Danny, for the Kindle, the book reader.
Oh, the Kindle, yeah.
I
like the Kindle too.
Well, the whole thing is now I got to see if I like reading off the screen because I like the touch and feel of books. I'm old. Even when I do read large documents off the internet, I print them out. And I like manuals because traditionally, you know, I'm a geek. I've said that. I would go through the manuals and highlight them. In fact, before I would buy equipment, I would actually get on the internet and print out manuals and read them before the equipment got here. I know. I told you I was a geek. So I don't know about reading off of the screen. I wonder how many of you guys out there actually right now, if you have to do reading, I mean, I'm not talking about watching a tutorial that's a video tutorial. I'm talking if you have to do reading, even if it's with a PDF document, how many of you guys read off the screen or how many of you print it out? And then I want to know how many of you guys look forward to reading books off an electronic reader because remember I talked about the trends? The colleges are going big with this. Imagine how all the course material at college, the first day of class, they're going to give you your handouts for the entire year. You're going to love that. Can you imagine in college, they're going to give you like your handouts for the entire year. And everything's going to be available. So I'm just curious because that's still the big issue for me. That's the issue to find out as a user, Danny. Whether or not you want to read. Okay, the whole iPad phenomenon is that you have it there to interact. No keyboard, anything, right? So the whole point is for you to read off of it and interact with it just like that.
Well, you know, I have mixed feelings here in the chat room. I have Marty from That's My Word. She's saying she doesn't like reading online off a computer.
Okay, Marty, see, we're kind of similar like that.
Yeah, I'm sure she has to do a lot of reading. She's online like we are all the time. So.
Because that's part of these attraction. Well, first of all, you guys, you know that's a part of the attraction of all of these is the reader. But they have multi-functions. That's just one function. They're going to have. That's not I think the main function because I think the internet is the main function.
Yeah, and then I have Big Sexy. In your face, Big Sexy Drummer. Birdie's in the chat room. He's like,
we need to show
I read music equipment, and I like to print it out. That's what he likes.
Me too. See, that's what I do.
GNN still says he likes books.
Yeah, books. Okay, books. See, here's the thing, Danny. I think books fall into a niche now. I don't think books ever disappear. Okay, but books definitely fall into a niche. How many of you like the feel and touch of a book?
I do.
Okay, because
Yeah, I like, you know.
see, here's what I
I'm
like.
traditional that way.
Well, as part of my college education training, they actually taught us how you write in a book as part of your college training. So people will tell you, there are even friends of mine who actually wait for me to read things so they can get it after me. They want it with my yellow highlighter, my red marks, my notes on the margin. I have buddies of mine who actually will go, wait, when you get done reading it, give me your copy. Because they love to read books or papers after I've read them, because I've highlighted them and made them more valuable, I think, by my notes. That's why, especially like we talked about, he said about the equipment manuals. All my equipment manuals for like my synthesizers, all my buddies wanted the ones I wrote in. They specifically would wait for that. Because they could jump around. I had little post-its.
But there should be inside the iPad. There should be like
there's electronic
little
version.
stickies and stuff like that.
There is.
Yeah, I think so.
Like the ones on your new
like
desktop.
on my new desktop. Exactly. Okay.
You like that though?
Oh yes, I do. Because I use them. I use them because I'm like, call so and so at this time or whatever if I'm moving quickly. But for the most part, Murph in the chat room said that she doesn't like to buy anything first generation. She likes to wait for the second generation or the generations after that to let them work out the quirks. I get that too. Same thing, and I told her the same thing like prescription drugs. It's got to kill a couple people before I go for it.
That's smart though. Never use it when it's new. I tell you that. Wait till, especially that's when you pay premium price. You guys, how many computers do we own here? Probably 15.
Probably.
A lot.
Probably
that we work with.
Yeah.
Well, part of that, you guys, 15, because I got all them old ones working, but I don't make them. I try to keep them doing certain things. So, and plus we test the system on a bunch of things. So we have a bunch of systems here, 15 different systems. But there's a lot of work involved in the upkeep, and so it's you may not want to do all that, but get some of this new stuff. I think the iPad. And I think first of all, you guys, here's the other thing, you guys. This is the other thing to really think about. This is the take-home message. If the iPad is $499, you guys realize that almost all the laptops I buy cost just under that? So that's what I spend for a laptop. I don't